It's time. Hi everybody, and sorry that it's been a while. If you've been following my Instagram or if you read the community post that I posted last week, maybe you've seen that I've been away for the last 5 weeks. I've been on a work trip in Italy, which has been really fun, but yeah, I'm really happy to be back. And I'm really happy to be checking out the brand new and updated Lipizzaner. I will say, I tried not to look at the spoilers too much when they came out and then when they were published by the ambassadors and by the team. So this time I'm not going into it completely blank on an opinion, but I definitely haven't looked into them at all. I haven't analyzed anything. I haven't been picky yet. So we're going to be doing that together. First step is, as always, to just pick which one I want. Let's turn off reshade so I don't get... I'm pretty sure I don't want the bay or the black one because I feel like I want a gray one because, you know, Lipizzaner is supposed to be a gray. That one's really cute, the one that's more like a faded bay. But I will say that I really like this one, I think. Oh wait, actually we can just do that. I keep forgetting I can actually look at them now. Okay, so that's a solid white. It's like a flea bitten kind of slightly faded. More of a bay fade. That one has socks though. I don't know how I feel about that. This one's cool, but it reminds me of the Percheron, which isn't a bad thing. That's a really pretty coloring, but I don't think I want that one. It's either it's one of these two, I think. Well, this one's really pretty. I feel like it might be nice with this one for a little bit of coat variation because I have a lot of white horses already. What mane styles do we have? That's the normal one. Oh, with the braided tail. Cute. Oh, the braids are really cute with this mane. I love the color shifts. Oh my god, I've been waiting for a short mane, like a proper, like just a short mane. It looks so nice. Why doesn't every horse have this type of mane style? Like, I really wish they did. Oh god, names. Bella's kind of a cute name. Let's just do this. Alright. Alright, with the power of editing, I'll be back in a second with the new horse. I know I'm not in the arena yet, I'm just trying to like move over the outfit that I had on, and can I just say this is really weird. The saddle looks really strange. Like the jumping saddle feels really exaggerated. The dressage saddle looks fine. And the western saddle looks fine, but the jumping saddle looks really weird. And also a side note that the noseband of the bridles is way too low again. It looks... I don't like how this looks. It feels like it should go up like 1 or 2 holes. Let's not start now. I'll see you guys in the arena. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, first impression. I think the model itself looks really nice. I feel like Lipizzaners they are a stocky breed. They are more of a Baroque, like classical dressage type of horse. I will say though, the rib cage feels like maybe a little bit too big. The horse does look a bit fat and not just stocky. It looks like a little bit fat, but I'm not expecting it to look like a thoroughbred or like a sport horse who's really super drawn up or anything. But to pinpoint exactly what it is, that feels weird. Maybe I should pull up some references. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just like looking it up. If you notice, like, this horse is obviously very round, very stocky, and you can see this in like all these pictures. Obviously not all of these are gonna be correct or whatever, but a lot of them are. But the thing is, like, they're stocky, but in the game, like, you'll notice how the belly even goes down, which to me indicates like it's kind of a sway back or a hanging like barrel, which it just makes me think of a fat horse or an overweight horse or a horse who's very underdeveloped, just hanging, like they're not engaged through the back, they're not carrying themselves, they kind of like standing, you know, just like slouched. I think that's what makes it feel like it's a bit fat to me. But just overall, the profile of it is really pretty. Actually, I really like the model of this type of horse, which I didn't think I was going to do. I feel like the hooves are a little bit big because it does look really like drafty, but maybe it's just like limitations in rigging and stuff. The legs look kind of good. It's just like, I don't know, something feels a little bit beefy, but it might just be that I'm not used to the type of breed. which is totally fine. But I really like the model, and I really like the signature concave nose. The head looks really nice in my opinion. It feels evenly broad, which is really nice. It feels proportionate, you know? They do feel kind of big, but maybe it's just the fact that our characters are very small. But I've always thought of Lipizzaner as like smaller than this. Maybe it's just because of our characters, because we're like, what, 5'2"? But yeah, first impression, I think the horse looks really cute. It looks really nice. I can see why it looks so good in pictures, because I've been loving my Instagram feed with all of these horses, because they do so well in pictures. I also do really like their idle animations here. The ones that I've been seeing now, they look really nice. They have a really cheeky expression. I really like it. Let's see. Let's take a look at the gaits now then. A lot of clipping going on here, which is a shame. I will say the butt of the horse looks really nice when standing, but when walking, it's like this whole muscle here, or this whole like section here, really gets pushed up into the like the rib cage kind of, which makes it look really strange, because you can see that it keeps its shape up until about here, and then it goes really skinny, which is unfortunate, because the shape is so nice here. Like if you look at the frame or the outline of the horse here, it looks so nice, and then it just like kind of loses it a little bit when it starts walking. I like the fact that they're trying to do like this bouncy kind of stepping down properly. Like, it does feel like the horse is kind of floating a little bit, and it would be cool if it had a little bit more weight to it, just because it's a stocky breed, you know? But I think the walk animation is fine. It just looks like there's a split moment where it like puts down its hoof and then it slides a little bit backwards, but not something you notice. I think the walk looks nice. Not much to say about it. I think it looks like a nice, decent walking animation. Let's take a look at the trot then. Well, if we ignore the fact that our character cannot sit the trot, also cannot sit the back apparently. It doesn't actually connect with the saddle. Oh, it's not actually sitting down in the saddle. That's kind of funny. It's like it's supposed to sit further down, but it's not. It's kind of funny. Oh, whatever. The trot feels a little bit more bouncy. It's super cool. It's just like, it feels like it's really feels a little bit choppy, and I think it's maybe just the fact that the trot cycle itself is like a little bit limited compared to what the animations are doing, if that makes sense. Like it feels like it's a bit fast, and I don't know if this would have been different on the old like the riding system, because I've been noticing these types of like clippings or whatever on other horses as well. So I don't want to say that that's a fault to the Lipizzaner. I think it's just like maybe just the new system, but don't quote me on that. It is a slight moment of, it's not really smooth, but it does look really nice. I think it trots well. Same thing kind of though with the butt here. You see how it's like there's a pretty sharp angle here. Breeding limitations. I mean, obviously the horse isn't made out of flesh. It's a texture. You know, it's a mass. It's not bone moving under a muscle. It's just a part of the model that's moving. So it's fine. Honestly, it's not as extreme on certain breeds. So I think it looks okay. I don't mind it. I really like the head carriage. It really carries itself super nicely. I love the bouncy little forelock. That's so cute. Yeah, I think it's a nice trot. Something a little bit choppy going on. But again, I don't want to pinpoint that to this horse itself. All right, not much to say about that. But I think so far, horse looks really nice. Let's take a look at the collected canter then. Oh. Why is our character so arched in the back? Are we good, bro? Like, what is this going on here? Quasimodo? Like, hello? Okay, sorry, now I'm looking at our character. What the hell? I will say the only things though, it feels like it almost lands at the same time with both the hind legs, which makes it like feel a little bit, I would love it if it stepped through a little bit more and like kind of, because it's so nice and like powerful in the front, which looks super cool, and then it kind of like is a little bit tense in the back. So that's, oh god. But the animations overall look nice. It looks like a good collected canter. Just I wish they like the back hooves were a little bit more separated, so that it really like dum, you know, instead of like skipping forward. But that looks nice. Again, really nice head carriage. I really like this. The frame that it's working in. Okay, so let's take a look at the middle canter. Ooh, this one's nice. Big, powerful. I do like how, okay, so you know, if you've been watching my previous previews, you know that I've been having kind of this like this thing with in the middle and extended canter, how the horses don't actually stretch out their hind legs properly. It's like there's never a moment where it's like fully extended, and I don't get that vibe here because it's not like it's pinned straight, but it's a middle canter. It's not like a full flat out, you know, gallop. But like it really feels like it's pushing off of the ground, which is super nice. It's reaching properly. It's reaching both forwards and backwards while still just moving the rib cage and the chest instead of like being stiff and moving the entire head or anything. Like it feels like it's moving independently from the head, which is really nice. There's a lot of action going on in the back here, which is nice. I like that. It does look a little bit funky with the shading for this like little skin patch here. I mean, that's supposed to be like one stretchy thin. If you've ever looked on a real horse, you'll see that there's like a piece of skin that goes from the belly that connects kind of with like the hind knee, which is here at this point. And it just feels like it's stretching the shading a little bit, which looks a little bit funny, but that's really picky. That's like no big deal at all. Just looks a little bit funny. It's like, again, I think it's the like rigging limitations kind of. It feels like it's moving maybe a little bit much. Like the hind knee feels like it's moving maybe like a little bit far, but it looks really nice. Like it moves a lot. It feels really strong and powerful. I don't know why our character is so hunchbacks on this horse. Are they like this normally? It feels so exaggerated. I don't know. And then again, it's like she's not sitting in the saddle, which is weird. She's bouncing a lot, but it feels like the back is supposed to be moving with her, but it's not. It looks like me struggling to sit a canter on one of my horses who's super like big, you know? It's like, what? But yeah, it looks really nice. I love this motion. Look how fluid it is through the neck and through the shoulders. That looks really nice. I love this. I love this middle canter. It's so nice. It really looks powerful because I love the way it was really like lifting its chest through the motion. It really like is pushing off of the ground. Ah, that looks so cool. I love that. I also feel like the reins got a bit shorter. Yeah, they go really nice. Like this length of rein is really nice, but then in the short canter and in the trot and walk, it goes really long. But the slower I ride, the longer the reins get, which is weird. But yeah, this is really nice. I feel like I could ride around like this all day, you know? Dang, looks so cool. Okay, extended canter then. Okay, I can see it. I can see the vision, but if you compare the chest motion and the rib cage and how the horse moves in relation to its own head in the middle canter, and then to here, see how stiff it gets? It's like, ugh, you know? All of a sudden, there's no like, the neck feels really stiff for some reason. I think the legs look fine. Again, kind of the snapping, but again, I don't think that's just the Lipizzaner. I think that's the system itself. Something feels a little bit rushed, which I know is an issue with the jumps as well. But so let's look past that. But I think the animations themselves look really nice. It just, this feels really stiff for some reason, which is so unfortunate because this one looks so nice. It's so fluid, and this one is like, it's like a rocking horse. You know what I mean? The horse is so uphill, but our character is not, which is a little bit unfortunate, and that looks a little bit funny, but yeah, I think it's cool. It's not the worst extended canter, definitely not, but it's so unfortunate because this looks so good, and then this one goes so stiff in comparison. Like this on its own, it's pretty good. It's pretty fine. Like it looks so good in pictures or whatever, but it feels a little bit stiff, which is very unfortunate. Oh, you can definitely see it when you go up to like max speed. It's like it's bouncing a little bit, but not in a good way. It's like you know. I will say there's a lot of clipping going on though through the saddle. Our legs are barely visible. I think it's the fact that it's a pretty wide horse, I guess, but I don't feel like it's this bad on Percherons. Is the Percherons like a pretty wide barrel as well, don't they? Okay, the back is clipping through the saddle pad as well. Huh. like that. That's unfortunate. That's a shame. A shame about the clipping. You can definitely see it like when you go in the fastest, how it's like it's really stiff. And then you compare it to the middle canter that looks so nice. Oh, this one's so smooth. I love this. I feel like I could watch this. I need like a loop where I can just watch this canter animation. This looks like a toy horse, you know? When you were playing with your toy horses, and it's like they obviously can't move out of their position, so you kind of just like, oh, sorry, and you gotta like just like go up and down. That's what this feels like. But yeah, that middle canter though, oof, nice, very nice. So far, I will say I am positively surprised. Let's take a look at the jumping first before we take a look at the special moves, because I know this one has both the special gate and the special move. Oh yeah, now it might be easier to actually do these because of the new system. Okay, start with the collected canter. Feels a little bit weird when it takes off something. It's like it kind of does like a half step. You can kind of see it here how it's like yes, no way. Now it doesn't feel as noticeable. It felt like it's like weird. It's like it doesn't really take off with its front legs or whatever. It's like it just lifts them. I don't know if you can like, you see what I mean. It's hard to like, if there's a split moment when it takes off where it feels like it doesn't finish the animation beforehand, if that makes sense. But the jump itself is kind of nice. I mean, it jumps really nice in the behind, which I wasn't expecting this horse to do. Middle canter jump. Again, it's like it doesn't really like, it's like it does this with its front legs, which is strange. I'm not sure you understand what I mean, because I'm not sure I understand it myself. But the jump itself looks nice. Like, I feel like you can definitely get some nice stills from this, which is fun. Let's see if there's like any T-Rex arms going on. Not really. They kind of hanging front legs, but again, that's like, I would expect that. That's a really nice moment though. You're definitely gonna be able to get some nice pictures with this one. Okay, so let's do it in the fast can with the quickest gallop, I guess. It still has in all three jumps, it has the case where it feels like it doesn't like finish the animation. Again, I don't know if that's because of the new system, if that's why. Because it does feel like when I time it a little bit more with like the stride, it feels like it finishes. Okay, yeah, that's probably why actually. You need to time it more now with this new jumping system. Okay, I don't want to blame the animation of the horse then. Because if you do press it like in time, it definitely looks better. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. But yeah, it has a little bit of a hanging front legs, but honestly, like, you can get some very nice motions, and this is not a show jumping breed, obviously, so I'm not expecting it to be like this, you know, super fancy, advanced, jumping really nicely, you know. So I'm happy with these animations so far, very happy with them. I am positively surprised. All right, now the sliding stop. Thank you. These are not my favorite stops, the ones where it kind of like it slides but it doesn't actually slide. So when you go like super fast, it doesn't really make sense with how it stops compared to how the model itself moves. But the animation itself looks fine. I definitely prefer when they actually like slide a little bit in a way that makes sense, but that looks fine. Nothing that stands out to me is really weird, so that's nice. That's fine. Let's see, what special move do we have? What's this spacebar one? Is that the fucking, oh yeah, the rear as well. Oh, I like that. A little lavod, is that the one? Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna pretend like I know my terminology in the classical dressage, but I believe that's the lavod, right? Okay, yeah, that's the lavod. Sorry, I had to look it up because I doubted myself there. That looks nice. That's cool. It makes sense. Oh I will say though, it looks a little bit funny that the rider animations finish before the the horse does. That makes it look a little bit funky, but it's a really cute lavod. Really nice. I think you can definitely get some cute pictures with that. That's cool. Okay, let's see now. Okay, spacebar. Oh yeah, it's the Capriole, right? That's cool. It's cool. Obviously, I can't judge this this animation because I don't know what it's, you know, supposed to look like. But that looks really cool to me. I like how powerful it feels. I was afraid that it was gonna be like slow, if that makes sense, because this movement is super quick and it's super powerful and it's like really like, you know, Karate Kid. But it looks really nice. It looks quick and powerful. Again, correctness. I don't know how this is judged. But it looks nice. I think it's cool. It's a really cool animation. And nothing feels. I'm just happy that there's no like obvious clipping or anything like that because it's a very fast animation. But it looks nice. Let's see. What do we have? Do we have a special gate as well? Oh yes, the passage. That is cool. Again, here when you have this like ultimate collection here in the passage, you definitely notice the little like warping that goes on in the butt here. It's just making it look a little bit funny because it looks like somebody pinched the butt a little bit. And I really think that's rigging, unfortunately. And it's like, it's obviously not bone working underneath muscle and tissue and skin. So it's like, what can you do, you know? But it's not as apparent like as some other horses in my eyes, like in my opinion. I don't, horses that stand out to me with that kind of butt is like the Finn horse, for example. It has like an extreme butt, but this one I don't think it's that bad. It's just like, it's definitely a little bit, because the Finn horse is pretty, it's like extreme at all times, and this one is not always extreme. But yeah, that's cool. I really like, because here you can kind of see like here the horse feels heavier. You know what I was talking about with like the trot here? Here it just feels like it's like paddling on. And same thing kind of with the walk. The walk looks like it's supposed to be powerful, but it's not. Here it feels like it has actual weight. You see how it's like, you know, really stepping through. It's like putting all its weight on its legs. So that looks really nice, actually. I like that. Overall, I will say that I am positively surprised by this horse. I think it looks really nice. The animations are a lot better than I was afraid they were gonna be, because I haven't been a huge fan of the latest ones, especially not the Morgan. I didn't like the Morgan horse that much, but this one looks really nice. I really like this horse. Like the only thing I don't like about it, like a general thing I don't like, and not me being, you know, super picky about like the hind legs or whatever, or the movement, is the extended canter, or like the full gallop. It just looks too stiff. Compared to the middle canter that looks smooth as butter, and it looks so powerful and it's so nice. And then you have the extended canter that looks really like rushed, I guess. Or not rushed, but like the horse is rushing its movement. It looks super stiff, and it looks like a toy horse that you were playing with when you were a kid or something, you know. But I think in general, a really nice horse. As always, we are gonna do a race to test it out. I mean, what better races to do than the festival races, you know? I will say though, you guys have had a week ahead of me to form your opinions and try this horse out. So I'm expecting some very thorough, you know, evaluations on this horse in the comments now, because you guys are really good at giving your feedback in the comments, which is so much fun. I love reading what you guys' opinion of all of these horses is. So please do leave your feedback on this one as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But yeah, you can kind of tell, I feel like the stiffness does show a little bit when just running around like this. But it's definitely not, and that didn't happen. It's definitely not terrible in any way. Like, it's not extreme, but it's just when you notice the middle canter that looks so good, the extended canter really surprised me. Because I really thought like this was gonna be the horse that has like the perfect, you know, the perfect animations. There's one thing though that I will talk about. I'm gonna use my good buddy Jerry or Kira's post for this. updated horse spoiler line. Because here's one thing that I was noticing when I was watching these. Here's one thing, because all of the ambassadors were given the same footage to share as like an official spoiler, and I guess that's to be the unofficial spoiler accounts, which is, I think it's a good idea, you know, share what you have. But I will say these recordings did not do the horse justice. They looked a lot worse here, in my opinion. And by that I mean, I think one of the main issues is, look at the camera angle here. I feel like the camera is not zoomed out far enough, which here's the thing. Okay, let me show you this in game. Notice how my horse looks right now. It looks pretty square and even. There's no warping going on here. You can see the warping in the sand around the edges here. That's my camera, I forgot about that, sorry. But you can see it like here around the screen, how it warps outwards, because that's how that's how cameras work, you know. If it's close, then it's gonna be warped and distorted. You can see that now here a little bit more. And if I zoom out the FOV, you can see how everything kind of gets warped around the edges, right? That's how cameras work. And that's how the in-game camera works as well. If you look at these videos, you can see there's so much warping going on, which makes the legs look huge, which makes the horse look really fat, in my opinion. Here it looks extreme. That's a thing, like, that's also why I went into it. I will say I've been affected by these spoilers, like my opinion on it, and then the fact that I've seen it in game. But the horse looks so much worse in this footage than it does in game. It looks really good in game. I think this is for me, this is like a solid, I'd say like an 8.5 out of 10 horse, you know. I really like this horse. It looks really nice. This footage is really bad. And I think that's something, if the team is going to keep doing these unofficial spoilers, or doing these official spoilers, I should say, sorry. If they're going to do these official spoilers, they need to record it so much better. And the way you do that is by you zoom out the distance to the horse itself, so that you have as little warping as possible. You get it as far away from the edges as possible. And then you zoom in the field of view. It's gonna give it a whole different look. Look at the trot here. Looks nice, right? In my opinion. I think this is a really nice trot. Really nice animation. Really like it. I'm gonna exaggerate this a little bit, obviously, but I just want to prove my point. Do you see how different the horse looks now? In my opinion, like, the difference to me is crazy. The horse looks so much worse in this angle than it did in the other one, and that's an issue with this footage. Like, I think it's the case of, like, it also feels like they're kind of angling the camera from below a little bit, which makes it look even worse. Yeah, maybe, okay, I apologize. I don't want to sound too harsh. I don't want to be super critical, but this is so important because this did not do the horse justice at all. If the team is going to be doing these spoilers, it has to be of much better quality. It has to be much better, like, the recording has to be much better, in my opinion. I really think, as you can see in the picture here, this is a nice picture because they've zoomed out and then they've gone in with the FOV, but in the video, you can see the weird warping going on. This whole area is normal. The rest of it is warped. Like, the nose looks really long. The head looks really weird. Like, and you have so much dead space up here. Why is it not focused on the horse? Like, this looks really unprofessional, in my opinion. If you can provide good spoiler content, if you're going to be sharing these spoilers, you're going to be sharing this footage, you're going to be, number one, you're going to be doing the horse an injustice, and you're going to create a lot of unnecessary hate. I know that poor Kira here, or Siri, she got so much shit for this post, and it's like everybody shared this, but she got like so many hate comments for it, which is dumb, by the way. Don't do that. They've only shared what the team has been giving them. Follow Kira, by the way, if you're not already, please, like, look at this feed. Wow. Anyways, if you're gonna be sharing the spoilers, make sure that they're good, because if they're bad, they're gonna be, number one, painting the horse or the content itself in a bad light, and number two, people are gonna still be going to these like spoiler accounts because they know that they're gonna get better recordings. I prefer to look at those videos compared to this footage, because this footage looks really bad. And had I only seen this footage and somebody asked me, okay, you can either buy the horse or not, I wouldn't have bought the horse because it doesn't look good, which I think is so unfortunate. Like, I say this politely to the team, please, if you're going to be sharing these spoilers, record it better. I think it's such a shame because the horse itself is so pretty, but it looks really bad in the footage. I love this horse. I do. I am so positively surprised by this horse. I adore how it looks. I mean, come on. What the? It's so pretty. It is so cool. I love it. I didn't think I was gonna like it this much, but I am. I love it. It's so cool. Please just do your horses justice, I beg of you. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. If you do like this horse, please let me know. If you don't like this horse, please do let me know as well in the comments, because I love reading them. It's so much fun to hear your guys' analysis of it. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about this horse. I know it's not as negative as it was last time, and I don't want to be negative. I love this game. I do. I really enjoy playing it. I love the new horses. I love new horse releases. I'm so excited for this year. We've had confirmed Mustangs. We have confirmed Dartmoor's ponies. We're getting the new 𝑘𝑚, which I'm so excited about. Like, I'm so excited for this year. Oh yeah, the new rainbow horses as well. Like, I'm really stoked. I love horse releases. I know some people really whine about them, but I love them, and I love doing these videos because it's so much fun to analyze. And please don't ever think that I'm like hating on the game or anything. Like, if you think I'm too critical, please know that it's because I love the game. It's not because I despise it. Obviously, I spend a lot of money on this game, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and also a huge thank you for 1,000 subscribers, which is freaking incredible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please do let me know what you think about the Lipizzaners in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.